Some design trends look amazing in photos, but once you have to live with them or fix them, the problems become obvious. Today, I'm breaking down design trends that seem like a great idea at first until reality kicked in. Most of these trends didn't come from bad intentions. They came from design magazines, quick flips, or what looks good on Pinterest. The issue isn't how they look on day one, it's how they age, how they function, and how painful they are to undo. And some of these are way harder to fix than people realize. Some of these are cosmetic annoyances, but a few of them can be the difference between selling your house or it's sitting on the market. And the last one always sparks arguments. But before we jump into it, if I can just ask that you hit that like button, just tap on it very gently. I appreciate it. Let's start with the one that everyone notices the moment they walk in. Popcorn ceilings. Popcorn ceilings were originally about speed and cost and, believe it or not, acoustics, not design. The problem is once they age, they don't just look dated. They collect dust, they discolor, and they make a room feel older and smaller instantly. Removing them isn't just cosmetic. It's messy, time-consuming, and often requires patching and repainting the entire ceiling. They seemed practical way back then, but now they're just an eyesore. Plus, super annoying to remove. Wallpaper. Wallpaper almost always makes a comeback, and I understand why. They look incredible in styled photos. You can choose out of so many different patterns, so many different designs. They have the ability to completely change a room. But in real life, they're actually a lot less forgiving. Edges peel, patterns date quickly, and removing them is almost never as easy as it seems. I've seen countless videos on YouTube where they are removing wallpaper and it looks so easy. But ask any painter who has had to remove wallpaper and they'll tell you it's incredibly tedious. So tedious, in fact, that some home buyers will just completely avoid that house in general. It was a nice look at first until it became something that people just wanted gone. Tile countertops. Tile countertops sound durable on paper, and they are. But in reality, the grout is where all the problems live. Grout stains, it cracks. Tile in general with the grout is just a hard surface to cook on. It's uneven and just not really ideal for those who enjoy cooking. Even when the tile itself is fine, the surface never feels quite clean. They seem functional and look nice when they're new, but for daily use, it just exposes all the downsides. So here's the pattern that you'll start to notice. These trends don't fail immediately, but they do fail slowly over time. Laminate flooring exploded because it was affordable, fast, and looked like real wood. The issue is once it's damaged, you don't fix it, you have to replace it. And you have to replace all of it. Water seeps in, edges lift, and repairs never blend. It looked good on install day until real life happened. Ask me how I know. I've had not one, but 2 floods, both with laminate flooring. The entire floor warped up and I had to replace the whole thing. So from here on out, I stick with luxury vinyl plank or tile. Bowl sinks. These were everywhere for a while. They looked modern, sculptural almost, and unique. But in practice, water splashes everywhere, cleaning is awkward, they hold water stains, and they chip easily. Also, have you ever washed your hands in one of these things? If you're short like me, then you've probably encountered one where you feel like you're literally diving into the bowl because the placement is just awkward and off. They're one of those features that people stopped liking once they actually had to use them. It felt stylish until functionality mattered. Above fireplace TV mounts. Now this one is controversial because either you love them or you hate them. Because visually it makes sense, it looks really nice in photos. Until you sit down on the couch right in front of one and you realize that this is not the height that you bargained for. The viewing angle can be uncomfortable, neck strain can set in, and suddenly the focal point doesn't work for how people actually live. The world is still divided on having a fireplace or not having one. It's also the hardest thing to fix. You can't just simply move the fireplace. So it may have looked clean at first until it wasn't. The common thread with all of these isn't that they're ugly, except for the popcorn ceilings. I don't think those were ever cute. It's that they prioritize short-term appearance over long-term livability. Design that lasts usually isn't flashy. It's practical, flexible, and easy to maintain. If a trend looks great in photos, but is hard to clean, hard to repair, or hard to live with, then that's usually a red flag. If you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already. Also, you're here, you might as well consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.